So, hi and a very good day to our dear lecturer, Madam Shamini. So, here we are today with Madam Sumitra from SKK Johari. My name is Roberta Adawa binti Omar Rashid.
And my name is Madam Joma Azlan.
Okay, so Madam Sumitra, it's a very nice day to meet you. It's a very pleasure to meet you. Thank you so much for your time. So, today we would like to ask some questions regarding sociology of education for our assignment purpose. So, firstly, before we start to the main questions, I would like to ask some general questions like how long have you been in this teaching industry?
Okay. In this teaching industry, I'm almost 19 years. So being an English teacher is also 19 years.
Okay. So, then moving on, I would also like to know how often do you meet the students with different status in the period of teaching?
Okay, I guess every year. Every year. And what I know here is students come from different family backgrounds. Culture basically no, because we are all Muslims. So basically the cultures are the same, but backgrounds and socio-economics, they are all different. So what I believe, you have to treat all the students equally and with care. So that's the important thing. And also providing them equal opportunities so they feel supported.
So basically, that is for the point of in order to ensure that the students get the love
Yes.
and feel the care from us as a teacher, as their teacher, we need to have the equilibrium, the
Yes.
equality in teaching. Is it?
Correct.
Okay. So next,
Not being biased.
initially correct. And also, I would also like to know how do you deal with high achiever and also low achiever students?
Basically, in all these classes, you will have both remedial students and that ones. So I believe you have to differentiate your lessons, especially your activities. Okay, your lesson is obviously going to be one, but you differentiate your activities for the enrichment. Basically, you give to the advanced students, remedial for the low achiever students. So what I do with my advanced students, I have board games, I have some word games that I have with me. So once the lesson or activity done, I'll give them, ask them to do. So for the remedial is I will sit with them because they need my support, they need my coaching. So I need to be with them actually. The advanced one you can actually leave them. They have something with they can hands on, no problem. But only thing the remedial ones, the weak ones, we have to be with them. We have to guide them. So that's how I deal with these two different level students. Basically, if you were to have the same lesson or the same activity, you will not get both, probably only one. So that is why I say your learning, your activities must be fun and should cater both abilities. That's what I do.
So for the low achiever, we need to focus more on them, while for the advanced students, we need to guide them, not just leaving them like that, but also guiding them, right?
So what we have actually, the lesson, you conduct the lesson, but you differentiate the activities. Probably this is for them a bit challenging. The good ones, they love challenging me because they know exactly what to do. So they will have like more, they obviously they can do. But the weak ones, you need to explain in detail, you need to be with them. I mean, my time, our teachers are very strict. So basically, the low achievers, they are scared to ask, they will not ask any questions, so they remain silent. So, and then we need to understand these students. So we want them to actually achieve the objectives in our lesson. So we need to have the time for them, guide them. And also not leaving the advanced students. So basically what I do, I have all the sets like word cards, some catchy activities for them to do. Because right now, if you were to come to my class, you can see one or two students are really good. So how to actually get them to involve in your lesson, because they get bored, if your lessons are too simple, because you need to cater the remedial ones. They get bored. So what you do, you need to actually have something for them. Otherwise they won't be with you. So we want both students, because we can't have streaming. The best one sits together or the lower one sits separately. No, I don't believe that. I believe giving equal opportunities. So how you make it equal? You need to balance your activities, the good ones and the remedial ones. So always carry with you. You can't keep complaining, no, I can't deal with the lower ones, I want all the good ones, or I don't want the good ones, I want the lower ones. You can't do that. Because teaching students in different schools are different. Here basically, lower achievers a lot. as you compare with the
High achiever.
high achiever.
Questions from that. Yeah.
So for my question, I would like to ask, how do you ensure that your classroom has a welcoming environment?
Okay, how do I ensure? Now, as a class teacher, what I see is I need to make my classroom conducive. That's important. So the sitting arrangement of the students, the cleanliness of the class, So basically, what we do, classroom. But the first thing I believe when you go into the class, greet them happily. Hello. Basically, a warm greeting will make them feel, okay, today teacher is here, teacher is not going to scold us, teacher is going to be nice. So you're going to set that in their mind. You see? So what I believe is, first point, greet them. Hello, how are you? How's your day? And get them to be with you. Okay? So the next thing is, what I see, I establish my clear expectation. What I really want from you. See my whole class, see what I really want from you. Today I'm teaching this. Okay, I want you to understand. And basically not only about the lesson, about the students they themselves. Your attitude, because it's like you are a mother to your students. So being a mother, you are going to tell them why are you here today? What is your main expectation to your students? So they will know, okay, today the teacher is angry because they are not going to show any grudges on you. Because they know the expectation of this teacher towards us. Okay? The next, I believe, encourage collaborations. I always carry my chunk paper with me, manila cards, this and that, because in a week, I believe having at least 2 or 3 times group work is very important. Maybe you can't devise everyday group work, ever, So having kind of thing, you get them to collaborate. So then you can see the advanced and the lower students to be together, discussing things. So I believe encouraging this collaboration thing is good. Next thing is provide comfortable place for them. Okay, but yeah, we don't have air conditioned room obviously for this weather and everything, but I'm not too strict. I will tell them, for example, my students wearing blazer. When I basically enter the class, I will look at my students before I start my lessons. You can remove. If you want to remove your blazer, you can remove it. Because I want you to feel comfortable before my lesson. If the sun is actually towards you, touching your skin and everything, you feel very warm. You can't change the table setting and everything. I say, don't worry, it's scary. Lift up the table, bring up to anywhere you want to sit. Make sure you are comfortable. So you come to my lesson. I don't want like some basic classrooms. They sit like robots. Say, I can't change the sitting arrangement. I can't go forward. So, no. Some teachers, they are doing this. Because this is what I see. For 19 years, this is what I see. To me, no, you shouldn't do this. Your classroom should be happy. For 19 years, I don't remember punishing your students standing outside the classroom. Yes, of course, my time, yes. We do that, teachers punish you. It's not a big deal. But to me, punishing the students, I don't believe in getting the students to, that will create a better classroom. So, in fact, before my class, my students said, Madam, I'm very sorry, I really forgot to bring my book. I said, it's okay, I carry papers with me. So I said, okay, you write down all the exercise here. Cut, paste it to you. Finish, tomorrow I'll check. Okay, ma'am, no problem. So happily, students went to their seat, started doing. I said, Madam, I've done. I said, good. So that's the thing. And I also encountered a few students coming to me, and the teacher is going to throw my book away, and the teacher is going to kill me after this. So they will even mention the teacher's name. But obviously, I will not say, oh, the teacher's bad. No. But I will tell, it is your fault, right? I say, you shouldn't do this. But Madam, you never do this. I say, that is me. Can't expect everyone to be me. So what I believe, this is first spreading love. They will somehow come to you. They will somehow learn the language, because like I said, English here is very poor. Students are basically, because they are all from kampongs. But they love, after that they started loving the language. So like me, Chris, we discuss a lot. So we say, Chris, don't punish the students. And Chris is just like me. One of the teachers here, he is just like me. So okay, we devise this language. We should actually go to his room. You can see all the gifts that we prepare for our students. Tokens, if you are good, okay, what we will actually, you can get from us. It's just like not teaching alone, but basically they love the lesson is because of you, teachers, how you bring yourself to your students. So that is what I believe first. Enter the class, first you greet. Greet your students. Don't just keep and then give them a look which they feel, oh my god, her teacher is going to kill his children.
So for my next question, do you ever face challenges while dealing with a specific group of students?
Yes, I would say yes. I'll never say no. No means alike. One of the challenges, behavior. Students with different behavior, you know. So behavior issues, dealing with this group of students can be challenging. Okay, so I have one student that some teachers will just come to me like, Sumi, I don't want this student, you better take the student with you because I know the student will only listen to you. That's because how I deal with that particular student. It's actually problematic, I agree. You never sit quietly. When you teach, he talks, and he interrupts. At the point where you are actually writing something on the board, he'll be standing at the back of you. He'll be doing all those things. What I'm trying to say is, you will meet this kind of students. Please do not neglect those students. You know, probably they don't get the particular love at home. They don't get the particular attention at home. So they come to school, they feel this teacher. Maybe not to all, maybe particularly this teacher is okay with me. So it's coming to you. So please don't say no or just ignore, don't do that. I basically don't do that. So go with the person. And the wonders, what I see in him, in my class, he's an angel. He's okay. Although he's at the back of me, I know. Sit down, please. Sure, madam. I want to share a story with you. I'll be listening to his stories. He's like, okay, tell me. Alright. And then he's like, okay, tell me. Can we continue later? Okay, sure, madam. And he will never forget to continue. He will be there to continue. So like, spare some time. Spare some time. And later on, you can reduce. We can reduce that particular problem, Even some teachers came to me and said, hey, you know what? This boy started being very good. I said, okay. Because I told him, only one way. Don't disappoint me. Not disappoint his parents, Don't disappoint me. So if you disappoint me, then you know what? I just stop. Not even finishing my sentence. He's like, don't worry, I won't disappoint you. So the thing is, he already has that close rapport with you. So he listens to you somehow. Even the other day, the mother texted me and said, teacher, he listens everything to you. So you better advise him. Okay, fine. Okay, the next thing is academics. I have my points here, otherwise I forget. Okay, carried away with my own points. But okay, academic struggle, yes, you will have, like I said just now, advanced and the weak ones. The advanced, they can only do themselves, but the weak ones, they need support. So you need to be okay, so that we want everyone to succeed. Next, lack of engagement. Lack of engagement, what I mean is the lesson in their classroom, the attention in the classroom. Okay, that is why I always say, to create a better learning lesson, your lessons must be fun. Your lessons must be, don't please chalk, writing on the board and then get the students to read and then do homework. I don't believe in giving homework. Very seldom giving homework. I do give, but I'm the only one, seldom. Me, when I was the head of panel, I told my teachers, I don't believe in giving lots of homeworks for them. Because here basically, what I see the students, I learn different culture. I'm from Negeri. In Negeri Sembilan, I don't see students going to Sekolah Agama. Basically, like whatever they learn is they come back home, that's it. But in Johor, when I was in Johor, I was like, okay, after primary, they are going to Sekolah Agama. So then I asked in detail, I get to know them. I said, after that, what do you do? Madam, we come home and then we go for our class mengaji and everything. So somehow 7, they will be back home. So take shower, bathe and everything, solid about 8, 9 o'clock. And then you got to sit and do all your homework. Basically, you'll be tired. So I don't want that to burden my students. So then you come to school, you have to, they will be doing their homework. So I don't. In 1 week, probably only once a week, I give them homework. And they will complete because they know my expectation. As I said, everything is linked. So they know what I expect from them. So they will surely complete my homework. So to get them into your class, as I said, when they are lack of engagement, what is your lesson? You have to actually look at yourself. How did you devise your lesson, your activities? Was that engaging? Did you get all the students to participate? Was it interesting or was it to their level? So that you need to consider. Okay, and then while I face all this, as I said, I will work into to identify the root cause. why they are not into the lesson, why they didn't complete your homework, why. So you need to ask them, don't just keep punishing them. Like recently there was a case last week. I mean, not to mention the teacher's name, but this is what you will encounter. Teacher came to me, it was my class, so she came and she complained. She's a very young teacher. So she said, Kasumi, this student did not complete the work and everything. I'm so furious. I sent this boy to counseling. I just kept quiet, listening to her, let her complaint finish. And then I told her, you know what's the problem? I say, it's not you. You did the right thing, but you did the wrong thing to the boy. Meaning, and she was puzzled. So I told her. And I said, this boy, he is in the orphanage home. Because this boy told her that he was unable to complete the homework because he has to do chores. Sweeping, cleaning, washing dishes, this and that. So she said, what is the student telling me, Ka? Then I said, this boy is doing everything in the orphanage home. So he has no mother. 30 of them staying in one house. Since I'm the class teacher, I know more about the boy. She just kept quiet. She said, oh, is it? So what's the mistake that the teacher has done? She did not ask the student before punishing. So get some time, talk. I know you have lots of things in your mind. You have lots of class to teach. You see, like now basically 10:50 I need to go to a class and I have lots of activity, different activity for different students. But yet, you as a teacher, you should know that responsibility. You are teaching students. You can't just sit and punish them. The teaching is not for you, it's for them. So why they did not complete, ask them. They will answer. They will tell you the reason. Maybe some reasons like sleepy, tired, fine. Give them a day to do. Nothing is going to happen, is it? So to me, I believe that. Some really have problems. Some really, they are in orphanage. Some need to help their parents. Market, they need to go to the market. I have encountered this kind of students every year, different problems. Right now, I have this one student from orphanage home. There are so many things in his shoulder that he feels schoolwork is a burden. So try to enlighten that. So I believe some students, they are good at activities, actively participate, but maybe not doing their work. So you need to guide them. It's okay to guide them, but I say spare some time. Having the more love moment with them, care moment with them, they will obviously do what you want. So these are the challenges that I have faced and I am still facing. But I don't say I'm still facing, I'm happy because I know how to address the problems. I know how to get the students to just solve their problem and also solve my problem. Otherwise, I have to bring all these problems, go to the class. I can't be, because we are not teaching 3 or 4 students. We are teaching 35 students or more. So basically, you need to know each of your pupil. So that's the thing. I think just to create a positive learning, I do this.
Okay, so for my next question, what is your opinion on school as a social system?
Okay. Social system, they don't actually only learn academic content, but also important social skills that are success in the real world. So schools should provide structured environment where students interact with peers, teachers, admins. You see, not only with the teachers, you also get them to see the peers and also the admin. Having some good rapport with the headmaster, the senior assistants. So these are the things what I believe. So then, what else? So that's what I believe.
So madam think that communication is very important.
Yeah, correct.
For the students, not only in the school but also for their future in work life, isn't it?
Yes, and not only with the teacher alone. They don't choose only with the teacher. Means they have with their peers along, and then that's why I say we have to create all this. Get them to go with their peers. Get them to see the admins, talk, and even basically parents. Parents can also see the teachers and talk to the teachers openly. So school is actually a place where we make it a friendly place, not a place where only student and teacher. I don't believe that. I even believe parents coming into the school or with the admins, the school staffs, canteen workers, all these actually. So I believe all this.
The engagement is
Yes.
moving on to our sociology of education question. So for the first question, what are the dropout percentage at this school?
Okay, this school is bigger, but then the percentage is only 0.01. Very righteous.
So is there like any procedure that the students need to take before dropping out of school?
Yeah, parents should actually meet the teacher. They should see the teacher or the counseling teacher. You got to meet first. Here, advisably, meet the admin first. Okay, so if let's say the admin wants to refer to the counselor, then you meet the counselor. You see the counselor, you tell what's your problem. What's the main thing that you want to have this dropout thing, It's because they are primary. Primary is not the student. The parents has to come. The parents have to come to school. That's the thing.
So next, the main questions are what were the reasons given by schools dropout to the dropout of schools?
Okay, different schools, different problem. This school, what I have seen here, family responsibilities. Okay, family responsibilities. I have encountered few students before actually they drop out, or even the dropouts. Actually, the one we really cannot do anything. Family responsibilities, taking care of sick family members. So those are the things mainly. Next thing is financial difficulties. Transport. They have no transport coming to school. They can't pay any transportation. So financially, they don't want to send the kids to school, even though textbook and everything is all free. RLP is given. Yeah, that is another thing that they will address. Financially, the problem. Financially difficulties. Students, yes, lack of interest. Some students basically no interest at all in studies. So their thought is not coming to school but going to other places. So those lack of interest. Health issues, of course, you can't do anything. Right? Probably some health issues. I think few years ago, I came to know that this particular student has health issues and cannot come to school. So something like that, a dropout. Another thing, what we have encountered last week, bullying. So we are afraid this bullying can also affect the students, particularly few of them not coming to school or doesn't want to come to school because of this. And bullying in Malaysia is, I think, is getting worse. So basically in schools or or something like that, so we have to look into that issue. As I say, different school, different, but these are the things that I've seen. So dropouts, but actually 0.01%. These are the reasons. So although one or two of them, so these are the reasons they get.
So all of the reasons are quite acceptable because of what we all have their own reasons.
Yeah, they have their reasons. So we can only collect the reasons and then we can submit to BPD saying that okay, these particular students don't want to come and everything. These are the reasons. So,
but the main point is it's 0.01%.
yes,
Yeah,
very small percent.
Totally understood. Okay, so next question is how early did you identify any signs that the students was likely to drop out of school before they actually left as a teacher?
Okay, I myself encountered that. Poor attendance. Very poor attendance. You can see they're not coming 2 weeks to school, straight a week they don't come to school. So from there you will have doubt why the student did not come to school. So then we teachers will call the parents. Parents don't answer the calls. They don't even want to answer the calls. So we'll get our counselors to go and check on the address, go to the house and see, and then finally we'll get answer. We don't want to come. So all those, like I said, the points given, right? The response, what is this? Lack of interest, family responsibilities, all those things will be linked. And then disengagement of school activities, not participating in any activities. Okay, so they don't come and participate. Declining grades, not performing well in their academics. So these are the things. Their lack of motivation. But the first thing is mainly you will know from the attendance. So from there you will get the, because we will send counselors, they will go to their house. If they don't answer your calls, they will go to their house and check on them.
So that's the alternative to actually know what is the root of the issue. The counselor itself will go to the student house to be understood. And then next question is, will dropouts affect the performance of other students or classmates? As for example, if my friends are not coming, will that things affect me?
Yes, of course. I believe that. Okay, I believe decreased resources, school receive funding based on the number of students. Like I said, this is a big school, so not a problem. 1 or 2 is not around, it's okay. But let's say it's a small school, so you need more students. And particularly if that few students are not coming, dropouts, so the school has a problem. You can't have the proper funding for the school. Like I said, the school, okay, not a problem. If you want me to talk about classroom, how disruption in classroom, yes, it happens because maybe good friends, and then particularly this one student is not there, so they will feel the accent of that soul, the friends they're not there. So I believe this affects those peers, those friends. So yes.
So the students start to feel like a loss of
Yes.
motivation.
Yes.
Understood.
Negative impact on school culture. Okay, high dropouts rates can, as I say, students, teachers, or some even if the teacher really has good rapport with the particular student and the student is also not there, it also leaves something to the teacher. But mainly, yes, I believe students are students. That's it. Because if he have that problem here, probably we can see that. But as I said, here 0.01%. That is why I don't see that. But if you were to check the overall of it, basically school funding and everything. But since this is a big school, so 1 or 2 not around, that doesn't matter. But when you want to talk about classroom, yes, the student will feel, because students, they know each other. So like one dropout, they will be wondering why, what happened. So any activities, they will feel like how nice if this friend could be with us. So these are the things probably only affect that student. Maybe not the teacher, but students. That's the thing.
From the aspect of emotion itself.
Okay, so do you feel that the current educational system has a significant impact on dropout rates?
Yes, of course. They can certainly have a significant impact on dropouts. So what I believe, one is lack of support. Students, they don't receive enough academic, or emotional support. They may struggle to engage with each other or in their education. So the next thing is curriculum. Okay, curriculum, you only get like one whole small group having education that may not meet what you have planned. Okay. Basically, that's what I said. Lack of resources, I don't agree with that lack of resources, because for small schools, probably the one I've discussed with other teachers about dropouts. Big schools, we don't face this problem, lack of resources or funding, nothing. But small schools, maybe you can have lots of things affecting that particular dropout students, And when you see in Malaysia, dropouts not high, very small percentage, and also in primary level, not really. So I think this is not a main problem if I want to address in my school or most schools in Java.
So you are saying that it does has a significant impact, but it's not the main problem, right?
Yes.
Okay. So for my next question, in your opinion, do you think that the student who drop out of school will have a drastic change in their attitude?
Oh yeah, I believe what I believe is they may feel lost. Those students, they may feel lost. They are not sure about their life, their future life, because they are not with the curriculum, in the school. So they are lack of guidance. So these students are actually, they don't know how to navigate their life. Simple like that. So what I feel, those students, they have no one to show them how challenges, how much challenges that they have to go through. So that's the thing.
So for my next question, how do you think the school environment contributes to either preventing or worsening the issue of school dropouts?
Okay. Preventing, if I go for like preventing, is supportive relationships. Okay, supportive when students feel connected to the teachers, especially when they are connected to you, or counselors. Basically, counselors, they should actually create good rapport with the students, so that students with problems, they will easily meet those counselors. If you are a class teacher, students basically come to you. If only your students or other students, but basically the whole school, we want the students to see the counselor. So they should have that good rapport with the students and teachers. Okay, and then high expectations. School that set high academic and behavioral expectations for all students can motivate them to strive to success. Okay, and then individual support. Okay, so providing personal support and intervention for students who are struggling academically can also prevent. Academically, sports and everything can prevent from dropout. Okay, relevant and engaging curriculum. So I said everything is so difficult. So what you do? You make it simpler. Okay, you make it simpler. Offer the good thing. Get them, help the students to see the value of their education. Your expectation first in the classroom with the students, so they can see what you actually really want them to become. So if they can see the expectation, I don't think so it will drop off. Even if parents were to force you, you can also, that particular student can also tell to the parents that no, I feel this is very important for me. Somehow struggle to go out of it and come to school. So that is why basically we have to get that student to understand how important is this education, academically, sports and everything. So students can, because some parents probably they're illiterate or what, we don't know. So maybe they find themselves, they are actually illiterate. And they get the children to be the same, you see. So if the children are actually exposed to all this, so the children can play a main role. Telling the parents that children can always find an alternative way. Nowadays I've seen a lot in this school. Sometimes you don't believe, but we are here to believe. Looking at all these things, students are actually telling the parents what to do. What is the right thing to do? Because some parents are not doing the right thing for the students. So if the students can see the teacher's expectation, the school's expectation, they will obviously be with us. So I believe that. Not only believing, this is what I actually looking at it. Okay, and then talking about the worsening, environment that can worsen the issue of the school is lack of support. Okay, just now supportive relationship, what we feel, the teachers, the peers, the counselors. Now lack of support. Schools that don't bother students drop out, no problem. We are not going to go or see you. Don't ever do that. You do that, who's going to help? So thank God schools in Malaysia, they don't do that, hopefully. But like here, yeah, even the 0.01% we will never let. We will go to their doorstep. So what is the problem? Send the kid to school. Otherwise we will take this action and something like that. But obviously, sometimes we play with our words, get the parents to actually stand. So the one, negative school climate. What I believe is school, they don't categorize bullying. They just leave. You see, like today morning, our headmaster, he spoke about bullying. He said last week, there are a few students came to me, said that these particular students were being bullied. So never do that. So the school is actually addressing the problem, what is actually going on. So this will not allow anybody to do bad things to each other. You see, and if the school doesn't say anything about bullying or whatever, this will be continued. So that's the problem why some students, they don't want to come to school. Poor attendance. So it's actually there. So what I feel is worse when the school don't take proper action. Okay. So some, I would say, lack of engagement. Schools itself, they don't offer engaging or relevant learning experience. See, some they don't motivate students, particularly maybe sports or what. Some students are not only good academic, but also sports. So the school has to play a main role, like getting fun learning, calling people from outside to have this motivational talk, or any lots of things. And bringing petting zoos, to schools. Some students they have to go out visiting the zoos or whatever. So you have that kind of activities. The school itself bringing out live activities. Students will love to come to school. So like next week we have prayer, makan. Students are very happy. So I can bet you Thursday it's going to be full attendance. Students are going to come, having fun. So why not having all these good things in school? But if you are going to be super strict like boarding school, I don't feel students are going to enjoy. So students are just where the poor attendance thing happens. So when they don't come to school, they don't see all these good things. So they will get the lazy feeling. I don't want to go to school. I don't want to go to school. So parents, there are parents that they don't bother to wake you up, go to school. What our parents has done for us, not here. Here we need to call the parents. Where is your son? Oh, Cikgu, Mama, anak saya masih tidur. I feel like spanking the mother, spanking the mother and father and something. So it's like this. So those schools, different schools, probably my answers can be vary with other school teachers. So maybe those Banda school teachers, it's different. Parents come toss that. Go to school now. Yeah, not really. Why are you late? My father was sleeping. I got to walk. I was like, oh, okay. And this morning I saw one man coming to school. He can't believe that. I was like, what? Those men teachers were up. He can't datang sekolah. I was like, okay, culture. But then I don't blame the students. So he teaches. We are the one we kicked. So the dropouts thing, although it's a very minimal thing. I mean, it's not a big percent. But actually, we don't want the 0.01%. We don't want that. We want 0%. So we try to help them by giving all these. The school has organized good things, activities, fun, interesting things for the students. So even these students did not come to school. This particular student like, hey, next week we're going to have this. So come. So that's like, okay, yes. So when every day coming to school, they will feel enjoy. Not like boarding schools, teacher caring and having canes around. No, I don't believe that. So that's the thing.
So madam, moving to the last two questions, how important do you consider for schools to have a good connection with families and community to address the challenges such as school dropout rates and also the academic performance?
Okay, I believe support for students. It's the same thing again. You have support for the students, obviously they will be there. Okay. So families and communities play a critical role in supporting students' academic success and overall well-being. Okay. So by working together, schools, families, communities, we have all these PIBG teachers. Parents. What do you call them? KISD. All those parents actually get involved in the school activities. So that's a good thing. Getting parents to come, those housewives, parents to come, and I feel that's a good thing. Okay, so the support, working together, so the students, they themselves, they will feel motivated. Okay, next, communication. As I say, communication is very important. Being silent with all these problems around, I don't believe in helping them. So communicate and getting them engaged is very important. Families and communities can also improve communications between schools and parents. Okay? So not leaving the parents side. That is why now we have group WhatsApp, connecting not only to the student but also to the parents. Okay, and then the next thing is understanding the students' need. The teachers. I think other sectors, the workers. Other sectors, many people will be provided by many things, but the teachers, we are the one providing things. We provide for our students, workers, many things what they need actually. So I believe that, and also families and communities can also offer many things into students' background. Usually, like I've seen, not only teachers helping students, but also other parents helping other parents' problems, to solve their problems. So that is what communication is very important. We get them to communicate for socio-economic differences. Maybe particularly these parents can do more things for these parents. So not only teachers are the one, but you get everyone to involve. So understanding the students' need, very important. Okay, that's it. So in conclusion, is staying strong, having good connection with teachers, students, the community. Community here means I mean the parents. That's it.
So for the last questions, in what ways do you feel the school community can work together to create more welcoming and positive environment for all the students, particularly those who are facing difficulty?
Okay, like I said, you build strong relationships. Okay, so schools can have good relationship with the students, families, communities to create a sense of belonging. Okay, so the connection, to have a good connection. Next, you encourage peer support. Peer support. I mean, schools can promote peer supports and collaboration by fostering a sense of community and teamwork among students. Okay, then I believe in peer mentoring. I do that. When I was the head of panel, I love to carry out this peer mentoring. I feel it's very effective. So I do advise my teachers to do this. Okay, peer mentoring programs, group projects, as I said just now, extracurricular activities. So from here you can see the students, they will build good relationship. Okay, and they will support each other. Okay, next is you create a positive and engaging learning environment. I always believe in this. Get students to design your learning activities. Sometimes ask what do they want. I always do that for my club bahasa English. I'll ask them, instead of me alone thinking of the activity, okay, you tell me what you want me to do. So they will actually give you lots of ideas. So you can take that ideas and do it. They will learn it. Okay. So these are the things that I mentioned that we have done, and we have seen good improvements. Okay. Effective things. It's just not like we get information from other schools and then we are talking. No, this is what we have conducted. Okay, and then we encourage family and community involvement. We get the parents to come to school. We will call the parents to come. Since the parents are in the group itself, we will call them to come join for this activity, that activity, Zumba activities, and then like we have farming school activities, come and plan all those things. So you can see the students, the parents are there. So when we are there, we can also get them to some sponsors for the students. These are the things. So it happened when the communication is there. So those engaging things, engaging activities, plus the communication thing. So it gets everyone to be around. So and then what else? As I said, here culture, only one culture. But yet we have like a little bit different, like Iban culture. That is all 0.01%. Chinese, Indian, 0.01%. So, but yet we get them to respect, feeling the kind of positive environment. So that's it. Nothing much. That's it. So that our students in all schools feel safe and come to school, enjoy the learning session. Not being the dropout things. Also, we as a teacher, I believe we should help. So we already know basically different schools, different problems. So we need to encounter the problems and make it 0%, 0 dropouts. That's it.
So madam, before we end our interview, I would like to, do you have any advice for us as a teacher educators to prepare ourselves in teaching field?
My advice is basically love what you're doing. Just love. When you have the love, automatically everything will be in your mind. Nobody has to come and tell you what to do. You will know. You will know what to do. So first, no complaints. Reduce your complaints. Love what you are doing, because every profession has their own difficulties, challenging, everything. There's no job is easy job. I don't believe that. Every job is actually facing a lot of struggles. So I love teaching. So that is why nobody has to tell me what I should do, but I look at my students, I observe the school, somehow you will know what to do. So it just comes naturally to you. So maybe one day you will be telling others like how to do. See, if you love your profession, it's okay. You just go, you will know how to deal with this student, or I mean different students, different level. You will not be getting the same level of students, right? So maybe, but 19 years of teaching, I can tell you that for sure. I love the job, I love my profession, and it is not easy. But it is a beautiful thing where you can always find new ideas. Like I myself, I will see new teachers. I'll gain more ideas with them because I know I'm already 40s. So it's like sometimes lack of ideas. So I go to them. It's like what idea to give them. Sometimes get them to teach us. It's okay. Learning is always it's a long chain, is it? So don't stop there. Continue. Love your profession first, and you know what to do. I believe in that.
Thank you so much, Vivian, for your time. Really appreciate your advice, your opinions, and also your thoughts on how to solve these issues. And we get to know some of the main point, what is sociology of education. So thank you so much, Vivian, for sharing.
Okay, thank you. Okay, sure. Thank you.